All right, family. I hope y'all can hear me. It's Labor Day. I hope y'all having a good Labor Day. I hope y'all drinking, watching TV, watching sports and whatnot. So we're gonna start off with this one, the Camaro, right? Now I got a plan for the Camaro, baby. Yo. So look, now listen, right? Listen, right? Listen. We gonna go like this. One big single turbo, right? Y'all have heard me say this a million times, but I'm just now dialing in how I want to run this one big single turbo, right? I don't want air, which give y'all some crazy context, right? So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a big 92 millimeter, smack in the middle, front of the engine, right? This is a Fbody Camaro. The radiator's like this on a stock Fbody Camaro. Can't put nothing right there, right? Can't fit no turbo in this space, right? So with my new welding and fabricating expertise, we're gonna take the radiator, not the stock one. We're gonna get a 3-core aluminum radiator and we're gonna go like this. Whoop, right? With 2 pusher fans. And then I want a highly low ram intake with a Tick Performance air to water brick in the middle. And then we'll put an ice tank in the trunk, right? And we're gonna take, maybe the turbo won't be smack in the middle. I'm thinking if I can put it where the battery used to be, that'd be good. That way I could just turbo run the turbo outlet straight into the intake like that. I don't really know if I want to put it smack in the front of the motor and come up like that. You know what I'm saying? We still working out the kinks, but I'm laying down the groundwork for how I want it to be. And this is dope because I could possibly make my own joint. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't got no money, so that's like right up my alley, baby. So look, let's say that the turbo is where the battery's supposed to be, right? It's 92 millimeters. It's gonna have to be T6 or V band. I'd rather go T6, run VS Racing, call it that, wraps, right? 4-inch turbo hot side, and then take the wastegate flanges. One wastegate flange gonna come off the passenger side, right beneath the turbo, and I want to push that up and out the top side of the fender. And the bottom one, or the actual turbo, I want that to go down and out the bumper on the passenger side, right? And then the second wastegate on the driver's side, up and out the fender, right? So when I'm up on that 2-step, or when I'm up on that trans brake, right? Ain't that wild? And then you pop the hood, and the turbo piping is so light, like ain't no crazy piping going all over here and all over there doing nothing. It just collect at the turbo straight into the intake, bam, with 2 2 blower valves right on the outside of the wastegate or on the outside of the tubes, just before the throttle body, bam. And then you got the big old intake manifold with the Tick Performance air to water brick right in the middle of that joint. Dreams, man. And then, but that's like baseline, right? That's like baseline. Now, since we talking about that, that's probably gonna blow my whole 7 months putting that together. Really, it won't. If I build it myself, if I build a turbo kit myself, right, I could probably stretch that money way farther than I could if I bought a kit, so to speak, right? Because I seen a kit that takes the 92 millimeter turbo and it puts it in front like directly in front the motor, right? And you basically relocate the radiator and you get the flat front bumper, you know what I'm talking about, with the hole in it, and the turbine wheel is right there. Like if you look at the front of the car, you see the turbine wheel, right? And then just come up and into the intake. But that's a damn $3,500 hot side with a turbo and 2 wastegates. That's it. A turbo, 2 wastegates, and the piping. $3,500 freaking dollars. Hell nah. You understand what I'm saying? No. So boom. It's gonna run like that. And if I build a turbo kit myself, it's gonna cost way less than that. So we don't really care, right? All stainless steel. The intake piping gonna be stainless steel, but I'm gonna paint it black, right? And I'm gonna wrap all the exhaust piping, right? Including the dump tubes, except for the pieces that protrude out of the side of the car, right? And then we'll do a Lexan back window. We'll gut the doors and do Lexan windows on the doors. Cut the wiper cowl off, because as you know, once you start putting bigger intakes on the F-body, that wiper cowl gets in the way, you know what I'm saying? That gotta go, right? And F-body's not too bad to drive in the rain without wipers. I daily drove that car for 3 months. The wipers ain't worked once. So, and the amount of times I drove in heavy rain, baby, it wasn't no problem, right? So we just gonna let that rock. Cut that wiper cowl up off of there. And now we gotta talk transmission and rear end, cause everybody knows, you and me, all of us know, the 4016 is hot dookie garbage, and the 9-inch is hot, or not 9-inch, 10 bolt is hot dookie garbage. I kind of gave away what I wanted in there though, but look. We gonna disregard the rear end, cause y'all already know what I'm talking about. You heard the slip of the tongue already. Don't matter. Boom. Transmission. Turbo 400. Right? I could get one off of Facebook Marketplace for $250. Tear that joint down. Do some YouTube schooling. And figure out how to put that joint back together. Transmission cooler. 4,000 stalled torque converter. Manual valve body. And a trans brake. That's what I want, transmission wise. Turbo 400. Bam. Wraps. Rear end. I've been looking at one. This probably be the most expensive piece of the whole build, right? A fabricated 9-inch rear end. Why you driving by my house so slow, fool? Speed up, Hyundai. Anyways, fabricated 9-inch rear end, right? You get the center section. You can buy you can hook up the freaking specs you want with I'm trying to do a 35 spline spool with 370 rear gears, 35 spline Moser axles, with a shortened torque arm and heavily adjustable rear control arms, right? We trying to get bite, right? We trying to get bite. When we come off that line, we trying to push them back tires into the ground. You know what I'm saying? We don't want no spinning. We don't want none of that, right? What we're going to do is we're going to put it on max bite. We're going to put it max, so it's going to be like this. Them joints going to be pointing at each other, right? So when we get up on that gas, push them tires down. If it wheelies, we adjust the bike down. We never want to spin, ever, period. Don't care. Nope. Don't want to spin, don't want to wheelie. But it'd be very cool to say I hit a wheelie in my joint. You know what I'm saying? So look, that's the rear end, that's the transmission, that's the turbo kit. Now we got to keep some stuff to ourselves. So maybe a little nitrous to help the turbo spool. Probably like a 50 or 100 shot or something little. And you know what I'm saying? Go outside, act a fool. Get in a 1320 video. You know what I'm saying? Because I seen both of my homies. We got to watch that video together. We got to, me and my family, we got to watch that video together. I'm being dead serious. Once I figure out how to record reaction videos, that's the first one I'm posting. I swear. And so yeah, that's it. But it ain't gonna be no car content unless it's me driving one of my cars. It ain't gonna be no real car content of me doing something with one of my cars until at least I get out of welding school. Right? So if I'm in welding school, I'm gonna be in welding school till March 15th, March 20th to be safe, right? And so that's a long time. So we gotta find a way. Tell me what y'all wanna see. Street racing reaction videos. Want me to go to the track, film some of my homies racing. Want me to go to car meets, act a fool, walk around, this, that, and the third. What y'all want to see, right? Because we got to do something. I can't just be bored on my off day because I ain't got no work or no school, right? Also, before I let y'all go and y'all stop indulging me, right? Look at these Dookie Wells I done made. Bam, 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 bam. Cut like that, right? Raps. If y'all stayed this far, thank you very much. Listening to my yap session. I'm likely not even gonna edit this video and just throw it up. Put them pictures in and throw this video up and call it that. But thank y'all for watching. Once again, happy Labor Day. Be good. Keep your head up. Work hard. Everything gonna go right for you, baby. That's what I'm trying to say, B. All right. Peace.